Robert II, and I'm so glad that you joined me here. I have something I want to let you know. You see how high gas is? You see we have a baby formula shortage. We also have food that's high. Inflation is high. What is going on? Well, things may get worse before they get better, and you need to be prepared. Go to preparewithrobert.com. Go to preparewithrobert.com. Brought to you by My Pager Supply. Get emergency food kits right there for 2,000 plus calories a day. You're going to need that. It's brought to you by My Pager Supply. Go to preparewithrobert.com. Don't be left behind. Be ready now. Let's go.
Good evening, friends and foes. Welcome to the Friday night edition of the RN Diva and Real Talk, the RN Diva and Pastor Robert. Listen, folks, I don't know if you kept getting little emails and little IMs all day during the day for International Women's Day. Listen, it's always Women's Day. We carry the load. Without us, there would be nothing. So I hope you ladies were pampered and taken care of and celebrated today, because we deserve every accolade, every pat on the back. We deserve it all. So I am saying to my sisters out there, we talking white, black, purple, green. I don't care what color you are. If you are a woman, I am celebrating you. Today is International Women's Day. We don't need a day because we're fabulous, but International Women's Day. And I am so grateful that they thought it was important enough for us to, they got a day for everything. So, I mean, don't get it twisted. So, I mean, okay. But we'll take what they give us at this point, because they're always leaving us behind. So I hope you guys got your little drink on, or had a little rest or a nap or a massage. You ladies deserve it. So enjoy the rest of it. We got 2 hours left. So get in there and enjoy your International Women's Day. We will be joined by Pastor Robert here shortly. I am going to sit on here and chit chat with you. You guys, we are in... I want to say the last times, but that's not for me to say. There is so much going on in the world. We got the girls gone wild. We got the women of color that are acting just a mess. And we're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about a few things. We're also really going to focus on the mayor over there in Dalton, Illinois, super mayor Tiffany Henyard. She went on to a podcast and was interviewed by Angela Yee. I do believe that was her. And I was able to catch it on someone else's podcast. And oh my gosh, just like Pastor Robert said last night, she was given the softballs at Roland Martin. And I'll be damned if Angela Yee didn't do the same thing. I don't know if they're afraid of this woman. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what there is to be afraid of. The people that live in the city where she is, I could see where she put a little fear in their heart. But yeah, because she can cut off their water and this, that, and the other. So I could see where they're a little bit leery of this lady. She really needs to be taken out of it. So we are really going to focus on her tonight. I'm sure we'll see my friend popping up in the comments here later. I have a nice friend that pops up in the comments and threatens me. I must be somebody if you're threatening me. But you may not know me, and you must not know me if you threaten me. Anyway, so we are going to focus on all kinds of stuff. And we may not be on here very long, or we may be on here as a marathon, and we want you guys to sit with us. Go and get you something cold to drink, get you a little snack, because we are about to bring the tea here shortly, and we're going to talk about it. If there's anything that you guys want to talk about, you are more than welcome to jump in my email at TheRNDiva@gmail.com, TheRNDiva@gmail.com, and send me a question. It could be medical, it could be personal, it could be entertainment, anything that's going on in the world. If you guys want to try that, see if I can work out a little something. Maybe what I say could be interesting. I don't know, but just jump in there. We do have a segment called Ask the RN Diva, and that is no holds barred, folks. You can get on there. You can send me an email, and you can talk about just about whatever you'd like. Ask me any question that you'd like to have an answer to. Or if I can't give you the answer, I will steer you, I will steer you in the direction of a possible answer, or somewhere where you can look it up yourself. But if I could do it, if I could provide you the answer, I will do so. So we're here. We're ready to get started. We're waiting on Pastor Robert to come on in. Folks, drop your comments down into the chat with you as much as we possibly can throughout the show. And I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not showing anything just yet. But hold on one moment. Yes, and I bummed it out tonight. I decided to go with one of my sweatshirts. Y'all know I'm a sweatshirt junkie, so I went with one of my sweatshirts. And my niece bestie has the other one in brown, so we're twins. We are twins. But yeah, I had to break out the sweatshirt tonight. The house is about 2 degrees up in here, so oh my goodness, so much happening in the world, so much. You guys could jump down in the comments and ask me any questions now while we're killing time. I don't know what here he is. My Lord.
You see that? Yeah, put it back on. There we go.
My Lord, boy. You are not slave, nobody and no water. Listen, Pastor Robert, thank you for joining us here on The Real Talk with the RN Diva and Pastor Robert, the Friday. What is happening? What is happening?
I don't know what's going on with the hat.
Come on, Gilligan.
That's it. The Gilligan look.
You around here trying to flip the hat up like it's a fedora. Yeah, got me on here rambling. I done went through International Women's Day, got begging people to send questions and this. Listen.
You did a wonderful job. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Me and my big mouth. Well, let's go, sir. Let's get this thing started.
How's everybody doing tonight? I'm doing good. I'm just getting ready. Actually, she caught me. Funny story. I was getting ready for tonight, but I had to eat dinner. And I had me some good old, huh?
I said he greedy.
Yeah, you know that.
I said you greedy.
Good old Spanish food, and I tell you what, I said, let me just put my head down just for a minute.
That's what does it. That's what does it.
Are you ready? I'm like, ready for what? I thought it was 8 o'clock. That's what I know it was 8 o'clock. But you know, it's good to be here on a Friday night.
Ain't nobody got no date. I'm home. Ain't got no man.
You all that are watching our date tonight on a Friday night special here on International Women's Day. And you all put your comments. Let us know your comments down below. I'd like to know, we need to do a review of our show, a podcast from last night. Woo!
Wow.
Well, actually, the last two this week. We had two this week. We had our impersonator on the. I guess the impersonator came on, who was acting like they were somebody else. You know, the trolls. We got the trolls.
You always got the trolls. You ain't nobody unless you got a troll or two in your comments.
That's right.
Yeah,
I know that's right. So we got to talk about this girl. Tell us about the. Let's see. I know what we want to talk about. Our mayor.
Yeah, we winging it tonight. We winging it tonight because I'm just saying we winging it because we just want to get on here tonight. How about that? We missed
the mayor, so the super mayor. The super mayor. Woo, Lordy.
Stone Star.
I did not know Lil Wayne had a sister.
And did.
No, did I say Little Wayne? No, Lil Wayne. I'm sorry.
Lil Wayne. You putting way too many syllables in there. Lil Wayne probably roll up on you and be like, bro, that ain't my name. But yeah, he spitting. You know what? Twins. She looked like a twin to the boy. To the
Matter of
boy.
fact, I think we need to show them what we're talking about. If you will, we're gonna go over here to 1 second. We're gonna go over here to TikTok, and we're gonna show y'all
a side-by-side comparison.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Who knew,
They
right?
done mess around and let us get some technology over this interconnect. Huh. Over
Let's
here on
see
this
here.
interconnect. Let's see what we got.
We got just a little clip here from last night's, and we're gonna right at the end. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. Check this out. Right at the end, we were this. I think I'm in church now. We were ending the podcast.
The benediction.
The benediction, and someone came on the YouTube comments that said Super Mayor Tiffany Henry of Dalton, Illinois, and they went right after the RN Diva. We don't think
they always come after the light-skinned.
The way North had a name there. However, full disclosure, the next day, after laughing about it over and over all night, I did call the town of Dalton, Illinois, the switchboard, to inform them what happened, so they could, somebody have to impersonating her, or if it was really her. But I'm sorry, they don't even have enough money to have somebody to answer the phone.
Shut your mouth. I wonder why.
They have a $7 million deficit. They're in debt because of the super mayor says, because the trustee says, because super mayor. So anyway, I wasn't able to get through. So I have another kind of backdoor way I'm going to inform them, so they don't think that Pastor Robert the RNDiva were trying to play some little game with them and impersonate her. Because she did say, you'll see later on, people like to have her name and likeness and everything. Yeah. Anyway, looking like somebody said she looked like Lil Wayne. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we got a wonderful. There it is right there. There it is. There it is right there. There it is. There it is right there. Let's go back to it. Now you tell me. Tell me. Is that it right there? That's the brother and sister. The brother and sister. What you think?
I wonder who was born first. Like,
how old is Lil Wayne?
Who was like 5 or 6 minutes ahead of the other one? I'm gonna go with Lil Wayne.
All right.
I'm gonna go with Lil Weezy. I think Weezy got here first. God damn, they look alike.
Isn't that something? But here's
they said there's a doppelganger out there for everybody. You know who my doppelganger is. Shout out to Stacy. Hey, Stacy.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, that's right. Good God, you're right. Yeah. Hey, Stace. There was something I saw. Did you see this? I did see something last night, and I didn't save it. But I want about our super mayor. Let me just pull it up, see if I can find it here, because this is gonna blow your mind. Guess what?
Blow your mind.
Our little, here it is. Our little super mayor. Here we go.
Uh-oh. Shut your mouth. Well, is that a glamour shot?
Courtesy of the local jail.
Well, when did this?
Hold on.
Bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys. Bruh, when was this? Before she got
just a few years ago.
Before she was hired?
Yeah, before she became the super mayor.
Bad boys,
and actually, I understand it was there in Dalton.
What was the charge? I need to know these things.
Something simple, but let me see. Something simple.
Probably impersonating Lil Wayne.
Okay, but that's good to see that maybe she's been used to the process, because it looked like she may be
going back, because I'm trying to tell you, when the clears.
But yes, I think so.
Put
That's
you
what
on their radar. See, I'm gonna tell you where
2016, I
people go
believe.
wrong. But wait. Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you where people go wrong. They start doing their dirt, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't the circumstances or getting caught doesn't happen right away. So they're
Right.
thinking that they're getting that false sense of security. They're thinking, got them. They think they're getting away with it. Baby, let me tell you something about the FB into the I are sitting
Mm-hmm.
back, dotting I's, crossing T's. They are what they're looking at your bank information. They looking at how many times you go to the bathroom. They
Mm-hmm.
they want to know what you're driving, how long you've been driving, what kind of gas you're putting in your car. You better watch yourself if you playing with these clears money. That RICO law, who is Rico? We need to talk. Who is Rico? Rico is that MFer. Because I'm trying to tell you, Rico is with that foolishness. Rico getting people locked the up. These clears don't play about they must. And then when it's federal,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
although federal prisons are so nice, it's
It's
like a
like a golf
country
club.
club.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like Martha Stewart had her junk up in there, all set up, came
Huh.
out better than when she went in.
Isn't
That's a
that something?
come up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm,
It was
mm, mm.
something like a trespassing charge or something like that. Trespassing charge or something, or being unlawful entry, something like that. And right there in Dalton, which is kind of interesting because if she got in trouble with the law and got arrested in that town where she was raised in, lived in all her life, and then she runs for mayor, and she says that she got 82% of the vote. That's true, but
I
that's
think she
because,
bullied those people.
well, yeah, the other two people that were running, one of them decided to drop out and just say everybody endorsed her. So so it's kind of that thing, and one of them on the city council. So they kind of trade off. Okay, I want one, I'll let you win. And, I mean, the town's only got 23,000 people, so so I mean, come on, it's not
She
like
probably went to each and every person's house, be like, "Hey, let me holler at you real quick. Election's coming. You gonna need a ride, right? And this is what I want you to put on the ballot. Come on, man. She seemed like she's a bully.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
She's a pit bull in the skirt, like I said last night.
Yeah, yeah,
But I'm waiting on our friend to get here. Come on, sugar. She like to come on here and threaten your cousin.
yeah, sure.
I got my
So
hoodie tonight. I'm ready.
so yes, that's the thing. I mean, if she paid her debt to society, but here's the thing about it: if she went to jail there in town, and you all know this, about 6, 7, 8 years ago, now you're surprised that she's doing something as the mayor when she actually
Right.
had some authority. You're
That she's doing some
surprised,
shady shit. Yeah.
right?
You surprised? Nah, you bought that one. You asked for that.
If it
You
looks
asked
like
for
a
that.
duck, if it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, sounds like a duck, guess
It's a
what?
rhinoceros.
Aflac. Come on, man.
Listen, if it looks like a duck, it's probably a rhinoceros.
That's what I'm saying. People sometimes they want to be duped. I'm convinced. People want to be duped. But that was the super mayor.
I think people are like, oh, I'll never get caught. Because people think they're so extra slick, but you the main ones that will get caught. And
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna tell you this, and they'll get caught and they'll do it again.
Well, recidivism is very high, especially with white collar crimes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
let me tell you something. All I know is, yeah, whoever these people are, they need to pay attention. And when election comes around, they need to do something, and they need to overturn those orders. Were they orders that she put into place that if somebody else gets wins the
No,
off
they voted it in. They voted it again. She proposed it. Now she probably bullied everybody behind the scenes before she did it, but they voted it in. So
yeah,
again,
but the mayor, once you are in, you can change things just like her dumb ass did.
right. Yeah.
She's a hateful or something. I wonder if she was bullied in school.
Oh, yeah, yeah. She probably
Oh,
was
is
bullied.
she in a sorority?
No,
You sure?
yeah, she ain't go to school, college.
I'm sorry, what?
She didn't go to college. She didn't go to college. She didn't go to college. So she could not pledge because she was not on anybody's college campus to pledge. You know, if she had a degree from anywhere, she'd be telling.
She would be telling everybody. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
Come on. Now, mind you, there's another thing about her. They say everything that the city puts out, her pictures on it. She has billboards in town. Every event they have, everything, handouts, everything has her picture on it. Everything. Full of ourselves a little bit. Yeah.
I don't understand.
But that's good because she'll have
She takes credit for everything and has her picture on it.
She said last night on "I'm your leader." And she said, "I'm your leader."
Do you have that thing? Can you pull that up?
Yeah, I'm your leader. You want everybody to know I'm in charge. I'm in charge. So she let. The super mayor. Yeah, she's on a power trip, and I guess she's gonna let it. She's gonna ride it out since she ain't riding that boat because she won't be doing all that.
She'll ride it till the wheels fall off, like Martin say.
She's something else now. She is something else.
Ooh, oh, that one now.
Yeah, she's something else. Now, here's the thing about it. You were talking about her being a narcissist, she has narcissistic tendencies. And that you can kind of see that because everything is all about her.
Right.
And if you notice something, if you watch that interview, there's an interview, I'm going to put the link in here, where she did an interview with Angela Yee. It was Angela Lee?
Angela Yee. Mm-hmm. Used to be on The Breakfast Club.
Yes. Angela started a podcast. And every time she would bring up something about something she did, she would kind of answer halfway, and then she'd immediately start talking about something else. Good.
About herself.
That's something else she did. So that's kind of her. That's kind of her thing. Let me see. This is the one here.
Very, very, very well versed in deflecting. She is very, very good at deflecting.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Here we go ahead and play this here. It's the same one, and you'll hold on. No, I'm not gonna play that. This is the one where they just went to go. Oh, here it is. I'm the leader. They just were going smooth off. I said, boy, if I wouldn't care, I thought they was Baptist church. The way they were going off.
Where was this? The one I sent you?
Council meeting? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, man. Share this time. Okay. They were going off. I was like, wow, this sound like church. Sound like church.
I wouldn't know.
We used to have some dudes in that Porcelana back in the day.
That was a force beyond my will.
Bolton, where local leaders are fighting over transparency, spending, and safety. Now the South Suburbs' controversial mayor is firing back, and it all played out at a public meeting last night.
I am the leader. They want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet, the mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth. Y'all don't do no work.
Tiffany Henyard considers herself something of a crusader, but one who's clearly annoyed by questions from a rebellious group of Dalton trustees who are in a standoff with her over spending.
At the end of the day, vendors are not being paid. Board approved it. The vendors are not being paid.
How about you be a good leader, bring RFPs to the forefront, so not just us, but the residents and everybody else in America know how the money is being spent.
WGN Investigates has cataloged thousands of taxpayer dollars spent on trips, meals, and more by Tiffany Henyard and her allies in Dalton and on the Thornton Township Board, where she's the supervisor. Township credit card records show Henyard and other officials spent more than $67,000 on trips to Portland, Austin, Atlanta, and New York City. Many of the flights were first class. So were the accommodations. In Atlanta, Henyard and her team stayed at the Four Seasons Hotel, costing taxpayers more than $9,000. In New York, the bill came to $13,000. Henyard has refused to explain the specific purpose of the trips or why they travel in such style, but she appeared to refer to our reporting at Monday's Dalton meeting.
But everything we do for the people. But we under attack. We getting scrutinized in the media. For what? Loving on the people, showing them that they matter to us. We going through the fires for y'all. I don't know who
Henyard calls her critics grandstanders who should get in line.
Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all black. Y'all are black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman that's in power. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
Dalton's difficulties got worse in recent weeks with water main breaks Henyard blames on trustee budget cuts. Then 4 people were shot and injured last week, leaving nerves frayed and Henyard's opponents pointing out her sizable security detail.
It's unfortunate that politics are being played, but what has happened is $1 million out of my budget has been cut because of politics.
We're not saying the police is not doing a good job. What we're saying is you're assigning all of them to be with you when they should be out here protecting the residents so we can all feel safe.
Residents are taking notice. Some spoke for and others against the mayor.
Well, you know, we got the mayor here, meeting with the president of the United States. Everyone's seen the picture. That's a big deal. That is great promotion for this city, for this town.
Ladies and gentlemen, be civil. Do things right. Think of the residents. You are here to represent the residents and not yourself.
Henyard and her publicity team no longer respond to our emails seeking an explanation of her spending. As we've reported, she is also the face of a cancer charity that bears her name, one that has failed to file required financial disclosures. The Illinois Attorney General has given the foundation until the middle of this month to show how it spends its money or face legal action. Lourdes?
You heard it right at the beginning. I'm the leader. People come here to hear from me.
That narcissism is just, she reeks of it. It's like oozing out of her skin. Listen, you know what? Does she have any friends? Do her friends pull her aside and say, listen, knock it off?
Well, probably if they do that, then they're probably not her friend anymore.
Ooh, that would be a blessing. I'll be like, I didn't. Thank you. You ain't do nothing.
Yeah, she said, yeah, they don't come in here, the trustees. Y'all don't do nothing anyway. Whoa.
And that is so that there's no decorum. Like, she has no decorum, no tact.
Did you notice the brochures, the magazines, and everything that showed it looked like a multi-level marketing gig? Everything had her picture on the front. Everything. How do you have a town of 23,000 people and you're spending money to have billboards with your picture on it? I think we all can see you walking down the street.
Yeah, because I was wondering about her choice in hair color. You got to be careful with your skin hue and what never mind.
What?
Nothing. Every color ain't for everybody.
Well, what can you say?
Anyway, so they need to pay. They need to pay attention. They really need to pay attention and worry about getting her out of office. But they need to have somebody ready to jump in the spot. They can't just leave it open, because that's when bad things happen.
Bad things happen. You are correct. So now, speaking of her, let's go on up to talk about law enforcement and prison and jail and all that. Let's take a trip on up to New York, the state of New York.
New York.
It's up to you, New York. Now,
I was going with the other song with Alicia Keys.
Which one is that?
New York. New York.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So who we got here? Miss Letitia James.
Anyway, Letitia James. She is the Attorney General of the state of New York. And let's look at her Wikipedia page here. You want to go and read that? I'll make that a little larger.
You play so
and I want to be funny. I need it larger for myself. But anyway, Letitia James. Oh, she's like 1958. Okay, I know. Okay. She's got quite a resume. We want to go ahead and check that out.
She went to college.
There you go. Go ahead, there, Diva.
Letitia James is an American lawyer and politician serving since 2019 as the Attorney General of New York. Robert, put that back. She succeeded Barbara Underwood, and she's been in office since 2019. She's born and raised in Brooklyn. James graduated from Lehman College in the Bronx, the boogie down Bronx, before obtaining her Juris Doctor degree at Howard University in Washington, D.C. She worked as a public defender, She worked as a public defender, then on staff in the New York State Assembly, and later at the New York State Assistant Attorney General in the Brooklyn Regional Office. She served as member of the New York City Council from 2004 to 2013. She represented the 35th District, which includes the Brooklyn neighborhoods, of Clinton Hill, Fort Greene, parts of Crown Heights, Prospect Heights, and Bedford-Stuyvesant. James chaired the committees in economic development and sanitation and served on several others. So basically, in a nutshell, she got her stuff together.
She put her time in.
And she put in the work. Unlike yeah, she put in the work. She put in the work. What are we doing with her? Now, last I knew, she was bringing charges against Teflon Don. Where do we stand with that?
And that's what she's done. That's been she actually ran on her campaign for Attorney General. She actually ran on, you elect me and I'm gonna get Trump. I mean, this
is that what it
video
was?
Ads out there with that, and so she just was very successful. Now, some people had. I'm gonna read this article here from NPR, National Public Radio, and you're gonna see about what some of the things she's done. She went after the NRA, she went after Trump and the Trump organization, which she's gonna have to pay like a lot of money, a whole lot of money. From so it can't do business in New York State for 3 or 4 years. This company, just a lot of stuff. She's bringing down the hatchet on them. It says here, New York's, excuse me, crusading Attorney General wins again with the NRA verdict and the Trump judgment. It was another day of eye-popping courtroom victories for New York State Attorney General Letitia James on last Friday. A jury in Manhattan found top executives of the National Rifle Association, also known as the NRA, liable after a 6-week corruption lawsuit that she brought against the men. 2 of the NRA's leaders, Wayne LaPierre and Wilson Phillips, have been ordered to repay roughly $6.4 million between them. Their attorneys say they will appeal. The verdict is a major victory for the people of New York and our efforts to stop the corruption and greed at the NRA, James said in a statement. By the way, when she got through with this, guess what? Guess who left the state? NRA moved to Texas.
I thought the NRA was already in Texas.
But the headquarters, right. But the headquarters was in New York State for some reason. Yeah. So they got out of Dodge. They moved their charter and everything down to the state of Texas. Because she put it on. She's a bulldog attorney. She if she goes and she's not gonna stop till she draw blood. Yeah, she's good.
I don't see nothing. That's good. That's good. I mean, but she does it with couth. She has an agenda. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Now, so wait. So you're saying she doesn't?
She does. However, right after the Trump verdict, the judgment a couple weeks ago, whatever it was like $300 some million, plus interest, and she started posting on X every day. What the old Twitter what was plus the interest. That was the whole tweet. It's just a big number, and then what's the interest? And she was really gloating. That people thought that was a little over the top because but nonetheless, she put it together. She said she was going to do it. She took her time, took a few years, but she got it. Let's see here. So just hours earlier, a state judge in New York City, Judge Engeron, finalized a ruling in another case brought by James, ordering former President Donald Trump to pay, a total of $454 million in penalties linked to fraud allegations. He has 30 days to appeal. But here's the thing. If he appeals, he's got to put up part of that money. Part of the $454 Look, $454. No, $454 million.
Here, listen. Let me tell you something. I used to get excited about crap like that. Oh, they got him. Oh, whoever the person that's being sued, and they got to pay this money. That never happens. They never pay anything. They appeal and wiggle out. Now it's just like, oh, 450 million. Then it never happens. Somehow Teflon Don will wiggle out of this one as well.
He put up $92 million today for something for that judgment against E. Jane Carroll. So
that's the lady he said he wouldn't touch.
Yeah. Have you seen her? E. Jane, I don't want. She might sue me. So
yeah, we got to be so careful.
Because I tell you, because last night that thing was Stacey Abrams. I got Stacey Abrams. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good. I said, what? But I said she's no day at the beach. Here it is. Women, when you're not a day at the beach, just take a walk in the rain.
Oh my Lord, where'd you get that?
That was right here. It's all up in here.
Put it back. Just put it back.
It's all right here. There's a whole lot going on up in here.
I don't know. I don't know. All these women of color that are in these positions, and do they think they're untouchable? I just want it to be over. It's like it's like a car wreck. Like you can't look away, but you want to get past it because it's really bad. Like you don't want to miss anything, but you don't want to be front and center either. They acting like a bunch of goddamn fools, especially fake Fannie Willis.
Well, here's the thing that I want you all that are watching this live, but go in the comments there, and if you and let's talk about this, because one of the themes here that Tiffany Henry, Fannie Willis, and some of the others say, here I'm a black woman. They're just doing this to me because I'm a black woman. And
we playing the race card, the race and gender card, huh?
And so my whole thing is that really accurate, or is it that's just an automatic? Because you come in there, you're strong, you're intelligent, you got the ability. In most cases, you got the ability to do it. You get in there, but then as soon as somebody attacks you or you feel attacked, the pressure, y'all attack because I'm black and I'm a woman. If I'm accusing you of doing something that you did, or
ain't got nothing to do with your gender or your race, you screwed up. Stop going to that, because that people listen. I'm going to tell you right now. I am a woman of color. If you can't figure that out,
really,
the race card is not something I would particularly. I don't use the race card. I use probably the fact that I'm a woman, but I don't use the race card because to me it's a cop out. It's a cop out. So I get tired of people that actually do use the race card. Y'all got to do better. Come up with something more original. The race card is played out.
My whole thing is this: you say it's the race card because people are attacking me because, but look at it. If you're in the position of leadership, clearly it's not the race card because you excelled and ascended to that position.
Right. You're in that position to show others that race had nothing to do with you getting there, and you're in there to change, so people are not continuing to think that race is a driving issue. Let's make it better. Don't get in there and act like you a little Napoleon. That's he's Lil Weezy and she's Lil Napoleon.
Yeah, it's a double. It's kind of it's a double talk there, oxymoron, because you got it there. You're the super mayor. You're the super district attorney. You're the attorney general. Okay, but then as soon as you get attacked, you play victim. Oh, y'all attacking me because I'm black. Y'all attacking me because I'm a woman. Wait. You can't be superwoman and the little mouth at the same time.
Yeah. You can't be a whole punk and then talk about you super mayor, Come on, bro. I mean, people
If you
that make
notice in that video,
excuses.
if you notice in that video with the super mayor, she was saying, I'm black. I'm a woman. Y'all black. Y'all should be supporting me. So there again. Oh, we're gonna get some trouble now. I'm gonna get some trouble now. So they're saying you're attacking me because I'm black, but then you say y'all should be supporting me just because I'm black. That's what people say.
So she's talking out of both sides of her neck. But this is the thing. I think the thing that's really bothering me about this woman is this. Aside from the fact that she's taking advantage of these working class people, they are working at, is it a mill or a factory or something that's in that town, trying to make a living for them and their families. Okay, so what is bothering me is she goes on this national platform with Roland Martin, Mr. Politicky man himself, and then she goes on with Angela Yee. And neither one of them give her the business. Neither one of them hold her to the letter. Who's going to do it? Who do you think's going to do it? Who do you think's going to call her on their show and call her out?
I would.
I mean, period.
They're not coming on here.
They ain't coming on this little Podunk podcast we got going on over here. We on a podcast because we bored.
Hey, but it's a good one, ain't it? But look, but seriously, I mean, we see that happening, and don't tell me you're blessed, you're trained, you've done all your time, you got the education, you're training, you put job, and as soon as you get attacked, oh, somebody help me out. Woe is me. Come on, that can't be both of them. If you're gonna be strong, be strong all the time.
Yeah, right. I said, pinch poke, you owe me a Coke. We said it at the same time. Yeah, woe is me. Whoa, whoa. Come on.
Yeah, so
I think to me that makes you look weak. That makes you look weak. If that's what you decide that you want to do, you look weak. You look weak, sis.
Well, it's just amazing because there's another video where, again, well, let's see. Fannie, let's go to Fannie. Fannie played the race and the woman card when she went to those churches, saying, "Hey, they're attacking me." Well, no, actually, no.
No one attacked her.
No one attacked her. She was called to be a witness because in the divorce case, that of the man who was by his wife, because she was the other woman, had nothing to do with race, had nothing to do with anything. Then when that happened, she didn't have to testify. After all, she declined. But then she came in there. Oh, I'm gonna get y'all. I'm gonna get it straight anyway. So she started this herself. She did not have to testify. She was not compelled to testify.
She should have stayed in her office and continued to pace.
So everything that she said, everything. Let's go back. Everything, because we get blinded by just they're attacking a black woman, and people have attacked me online because they say, "Why are you saying something? You a black man attacking a black woman?" No, I'm not a black man attacking a black woman. I'm talking about what we did, looking at all the parts of it. And just because we have a disagreement, just because there's a conflict, and one person's white, one person's black, one person's Hispanic, doesn't mean it's racial.
Right.
There are white people that's going to jail too. There's Hispanics that are going to jail too for the same thing. As a matter of fact, Fannie filed something today trying to say there's no precedent for having to for the Attorney General, the conflict of interest thing. And they're trying to go back in Georgia law to see, well, where's the precedent? There isn't none. You want to know why? Because the district attorney has always been at a level where they didn't have to worry about them having a conflict of interest.
Boy, so that worked out in her favor.
Well, wow. Yeah, well, no, not yet. They haven't ruled on it, but here's the thing. But now you come along and you've got so much mess going on. It's the first time. Because she's, like I said, she's got about, they may not go any further with it, but she's got several different potential, borrowing the campaign money, put the cash in her. She didn't report that as cash income.
IRS is on her ass. You IRS don't play either. Bro, IRS be like, hey, yo, let me get that up off you. Because you around here with the money in the coffee can up under the bed.
Right. So
you know what bothered me about her? I'll tell you what bothered me about her. That she went to live in her friend's condo. She's sneaky.
Well, yeah. But why did she go to live in the condo?
Right.
What she said?
She said that they were threatening her.
Okay, let's go back. The previous the district attorney prior to her was a black man. And he actually had been there for a while. He got messy. Same thing, with money, women, and so it was time for him to go. Matter of fact, that was her campaign platform. We need a district attorney that's not going to sleep with the people that they have to work with.
She said, "I will not sleep with my subordinates."
And at the time, if the timeline that we're saying going back to 2019 is accurate, she was sleeping with Wade then.
Right. Period.
So are we attacking her because we're bringing it out?
Or no, we're bringing it.
That's how people take it. When you say something about it, instead of being upset with her to hold her accountable for what she did, no, we're gonna get mad with everybody else who says what she did or talks about what she did.
And that's what the judge will say. Well, you open the door. You open the door to expose yourself. So if somebody goes in and gets the information on you, can't be mad at anybody but yourself.
Yeah, so she filed this thing. So that's the thing about it. They're really trying to figure out. Well, there was no precedent because she didn't. They never had a district attorney to do what she did. I mean, she had several different things that she could be in trouble for legally. This had nothing to do with Trump. The only thing Trump had to do with it that Trump just happened to be one of the people that that's being indicted. Okay, in this case, but Trump didn't make her go back in time and time travel and make her go and take that girl's husband. Okay, bring him on staff so he can get paid.
Really get paid.
Trump didn't have that to do with that. The white man didn't have that. Matter of fact, you want to know how we know the white man didn't have to do with it? Because especially in Fulton County, blacks got full reign. They can do almost what they want to do.
Absolutely.
Everywhere
that
you
is
go.
Absolutely. That is absolutely correct. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Put your comments down below. I want to hear from y'all in the comments. I mean, come on. Atlanta, that's the place. If you want to, Hollywood. That's Southern Hollywood. Hollywood South.
Another Hollywood. Yeah.
So if you want to make it, or at least as they do in Atlanta, if you want to look like and act like you're making it, Atlanta's the place.
That's what it is right now. Yeah, they fake the funk up there.
Oh my God.
They fake the funk up there. You ain't got it going on like that. But she should have stayed in the office. And Teflon Don is sitting back going, she's shooting herself in the foot. So are they going to just take her off?
Well, I mean, the Judge McAfee, is going to be the one to make that decision. Probably got another week or so. And they say he was waiting to see because the deadline.
I like him.
The people to file for the upcoming election that he's in and she's in was this week. The qualifier. Both of them got down to the wire, and they thought, okay, look like I'm gonna have no opposition. But right now, there's a gentleman that's running against him, a black gentleman, and then Fannie has two people that's running against her. Now, the one person he ran the last time, she was in the race, but she won. She beat him. Oh yeah, when she won. The other lady is a lady can't remember her name now, but another white lady. Now, here's the thing about it. Here we go. If that white attorney beats her in this election, they're gonna blame.
You know what they're gonna say.
Right. I mean, if you thought you had a chance to do it, to run, this is to be the chance because right now the district attorney is in a lot of trouble. Got a lot of heat on him. But do you remember the scandal several years ago where the teachers in Georgia, Atlanta,
yes,
they found that they were cheating on their certification,
on the test,
like that?
right?
Yes. And
she gave them a lot of time. She
was the one that prosecuted. She was one. Now those are black women.
She crushed them.
She put them 10 years. Somebody got 10, 12 years. So now is that racial? She wrong? A black woman putting the black woman in jail? No, she did her job.
I think she used them. I think she used them as a to show off and say that it has nothing to do with color. Wrong is wrong, and get you to do time. I think that's what she did. That's those people. There's no reason they should have got that much time. Hey, what about that one actress who paid for her daughter to get into school? Did she ever do any time?
Like 4 months in federal prison. That's all. 4 months. I think she got sentenced 6 months, and you have to do 85% of the time. So yeah, like 4 months. So she was back out. No time. She was in and she was out. But that's what I'm saying. Now, if you take her stance with those women that are sitting in prison right now, state prison right now for faking the teacher certificate and all that, that another black woman prosecuted and had them sentenced. Now, if it didn't happen because they were racial, if they didn't do it, whether white or not, white or black, they still had to go to jail. But now, was she being harsh on her sisters by giving them 10 to 15 years?
Damn.
See, when you start pulling those different theories and using those excuses, you got to apply to everything. And that's the role of the district attorney, because you're supposed to be neutral.
And she is so not neutral.
You're supposed to be neutral.
Everything's to her benefit.
Right. Everything. You're supposed to be neutral, so everybody, no matter what color, creed, economic status, can feel like, if I get in trouble, at least I have a fair chance. Right. That's the reason why with the disqualification, because they're saying, if this is too much trauma with her and Wade being involved in that, if any of those 18 get convicted, they can come back and say, wait a second, it wasn't a fair trial. She was going to churches already saying we were guilty. She was going to churches saying that God sent her to get Trump. She's all that stuff. So that's the issue there, the integrity of the court.
Her mouth. Mm-hmm. She's got diarrhea of the mouth. Her mouth is getting her in trouble. Mm-hmm. She does not think. But she thinks she's untouchable.
The Dunning-Kruger effect.
Yeah. The what?
Dunning-Kruger effect.
Oh.
But so there again, I want to show you this. Here's this article here. Well, I'm going to show you this. This is from Melanie King. Shout out to Melanie King on YouTube. This on here. She's been keeping, I don't know where Melanie is, but she's been on this stuff. You would think she's in Atlanta. She's been on this 3, 4, 5 videos a day sometime on this family villa story. But here she is here, and I want you to watch how she, because this is yesterday when Fannie qualified to run for re-election. Notice the difference from the pink dress, the red dress, and now she got the green dress. And you'll see some similarity. I'll just tell her that. Let me go over here and we'll pull this up.
I think she had like a 3-for-1 sale. She hit a 3-for-1 sale and just got the same dress in different colors.
But she shouldn't be buying off the rack with all that money and prestige she has. I'm just saying.
I don't know who her stylist is, but I'm firing
got one. Clearly,
I'm firing them.
That look like Ross for less, which is all right.
And this girl, Michelle, is that Michelle King? Melanie King. Melanie says the same thing I said.
Yes, word for word.
Okay, roll it.
Let me see. I'm gonna pull it. Let me go back here. She really had her pegged.
I forgot to say hi.
Just fake. And she walks weird.
Excited.
Can I talk to you real quick?
Yeah.
Same dress. It's green.
Tell us what it means to you.
It means everything. I didn't think it would be as exciting, but it turns out the second time it's still a charm, and I'm really excited. I've said it before, being the district attorney in Fulton County is the greatest honor of my entire life. I love this community.
Look at Melanie.
I raise my children. It's where I want to keep safe. I'm honored to serve. I'm honored for just the outpouring of support that I continue to get. And I am so excited to be here again today. I feel
I'm so excited to be here today. Why is she lying? Why you keep on lying? Why is she trying to fool us as though she is not losing her ish behind the scenes and knowing that she is going to be disqualified. Although I am nervous now, guys. We're going to talk about in my next video that there is a challenger for Judge McAfee's seat. I want to get into the details of this guy who's now trying to challenge him. And you already know he's running for re-election. Okay. This is why he's actually, I think, delaying making a judgment on the case because he doesn't want to upset the very liberal people that are in Fulton County. So he makes sure he gets his seat again. But child,
he's trying to hold off.
This new one is a hot mess. A hot mess. So
she got us some
Fulton
weave,
County is
baby.
a mess. But let's continue with
she got her some
Tony Willis.
What's your perspective on the efforts, particularly in the Georgia Senate, by Republicans to
low fake ass. Look,
I think it's all just a political quest. I think that people are angry because I'm going to do the right thing and I'm going to stand up for justice, no matter who is the person that may have done.
No matter who is the person.
County, and so they can continue on with their games, and I'm going to continue to do the work of the people.
If you're called before the committee, will you appear?
I will.
I'm sorry, guys. I have to keep pausing it. Did she actually say the people who do wrong in Fulton County? Did this woman, did this liar actually fix her lips to call anybody else a criminal? What is she smoking? Like, she must be hopped up on something, or she got a little liquor in the cabinet. I don't know what's going on, but she cannot stand there with a straight face. You know what? I take that back. She can't stand there with a straight face. We know this is what politicians do. We know this is what liars do. We know this is what they do. And honestly, we know this is what psychopaths do. They have no conscience. She probably doesn't even think she did anything wrong. She's allowed to get away with anything. Anything that she feels like doing, well, people need to accept it. I was elected. I make the rules, not these stupid people who voted me in. They're just poor people. They're just dumb. I'm here to enrich myself, and there's nothing wrong with it. I deserve it. Don't you see this new weave?
Discuss that with my lawyer, and me and my lawyer will make a decision, and whatever decision he advises is best, I'll make.
Did you watch the hearing this morning?
I did not get to see all of it. I had pieces that people were watching, but no, I didn't have time.
So fake.
3.5 hours, I understand, and went and watched. I did not.
Fake as a $3 bill.
I have people that watch for me. She didn't have time to watch this hearing that her entire case rests on, her career rests on, her freedom rests on, like all these different things. She had no time for that, but she sure had time to go on vacation with her married boo thing. The man who threw away his stay-at-home wife after he had been cheating on her, and that this is why Terrence Bradley ended up snitching on him, because even another man thought it was wrong what he was doing to his wife, when we already know Terrence Bradley is not the most upstanding man. So if he thinks you did wrong by your wife, my God, you did wrong by your wife. But of course, this woman, she doesn't have time to watch something like this. And this shows you the level of arrogance and ignorance that these fools have. Something that her entire life rests on.
Yeah, she's entitled.
Her people watched it for her. So she doesn't need to do that she doesn't need to worry about this at all. It just is meaningless. They're just talking. And my lawyer, is your lawyer that fool that stood up and gave closing arguments? The one whose voice was still cracking from puberty and was shaking and getting sassy with the judge? Girl, bye.
What's your message to any prospective challengers who might run against you on the Republican or Democratic side?
I think this is a democracy we live in, right? So people have a right to run for office, but they should come prepared for a fight. They should know that my heart is still in this work. My heart will continue to be in this work, and I intend to be the DA for the next 4 years and 9 months.
Judge McAfee could rule at any moment.
She's so fake. She fake as a $3 bill.
That's where I don't want to comment, because it's commenting on an active case, and so I won't comment. But I think we presented the law.
That's the part here in the middle that goes off like you did.
Always hopeful that a judge will make a decision that is in line with the law.
The law. She presented the law. Literally, even in the closing arguments, that fool that she had representing her and giving the arguments, literally the judge was like saying that the evidence, the cases you're showing actually disprove what you're saying. It goes for Trump and his co-defendants, their side, Ashton Merchant and all of them. And guys, recently, I got to do another video. There's so many things about this case. So they have recently filed to say that the defense didn't meet their burden of proof, that there was no proof that any of this collusion and that she shouldn't be disqualified. They didn't meet the burden of proof of disqualification. But Mr. Sadow, I call him Mr. Shadow. Okay. That man is ruthless. Woo. He actually did a rebuttal to it. So I'm going to try to read that and get into that in another video today. So many videos are coming out. Make sure you guys are subscribed. make sure you guys hit the notification bell so you know when I'm coming out with these new videos. Also,
That's
she didn't go into it about those cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, I think it was earlier in the video.
But let me ask you this: I know you hear everybody talking about your cinnamon rolls, lady. Go get a Spanx. When you're not put together, to me, it just speaks volumes about you. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I ain't the best looking thing in the world. I mean, I do good I do good in a fast crowd, but I got that from a friend of mine. His mama told him. Never mind. So I just honestly think that she's beyond. You think she's beyond?
Right. But here's the issue. If you notice something in all this that she's brought she flew her father in to testify on her behalf. He came the cat out of the bag. They coached him and all of that. But here's the thing. I noticed something. Even in her dialogue all that day, she always said, my daddy taught me. She never mentioned her mom. You notice that? Now, mom may be passed, but your mom could be passed. But if your mom had a big
influence in your life, right?
You're gonna, like you always say, Vicky, you always reference your mom all the time,
right? Well, so maybe her mama wasn't around because she sure ain't wearing a slip.
So she's definitely a daddy's girl. There's something called daddy's girl syndrome, not a recognized medical condition. However, people use the phrase daddy issues to refer to a father-daughter relationship that have a negative impact on the way a woman relates to men. Remember, she said, I don't need no man. Well, if you don't need no man, then why would you got a man over here, took him from another woman, that paid him $700,000 so you can keep
right. Well, he said he don't need a woman for nothing but to make him a sandwich.
That's Mr. right there. See, that's Mr. So something's not right, because if he had that old Mr. mentality from Mr. and Seeley, all the woman can do for me, make me a sandwich. Seeley, get over here and make me a sandwich. Come on, do my trade. He has that mentality, and then she has it. I don't need no man. I could something that how could those two commingle for at least allegedly for 5 years now? Unless there was a common goal of getting the bag. Think about it. I'm gonna go back. How
that is one phrase that I cannot stand is getting the bag.
Yeah, but that's what this kid say. If it wasn't about money and things, because that seems like if he's that old school Mr. Sheila mentality that all a woman can do for him is make him a sandwich, and then she's over here, I don't need no man, I can take care of myself. My daddy taught me. Then y'all can, unless you have a common goal, we together because we want to get things. Because at least they both know. Watch this. They both know that they're not going to be faithful to each other.
Right. They're starting out wrong.
She starting out wrong. DJ, play it, Mr. DJ. And he had a wife. That's why they were meeting at the condo, this condo, with the garage door open and the garage door lover. Garage opener lover. Yeah, they both were involved in relationships. Living relationships. Which means if Mr. DJ was at her house, that means she was getting into bed and now you're going to sleep.
With Mr. DJ.
Huh? Who's that?
With Mr. DJ.
Right. Remember, the house there, the Hateville, was years condo. She said she had to go there because of safety. Well, if it was so bad, why your boyfriend and your daddy was sitting at the house? That was a getaway cottage, a meeting place. Not that I would know how you set things up the creek, but what I'm saying is this is our spot. Ouch. Think about it. I know you've never been in that situation, and I'm not saying I have either.
Never.
But you got to have a mutual someplace off the beaten path, right? Because she couldn't go to his house because his wife was there. He couldn't go to her house because her daddy and her Mr. DJ boyfriend was there. So, back to what I was saying, daddy issues. So if they have these issues, he has these woman issues, and she has these man issues, daddy issues, then they must have a common ground. We in this because we gonna get things.
Right.
before she gave him this contract, it came out that when she became the district attorney, Wade was her transition team leader.
So they were all mixed up and intertwined there to begin with.
And his law partnership with Campbell, Wade, and Bradley, they were getting what, if you remember the term taint contracts, they were doing taint contracts for her before the Trump thing even happened. So she was blessing his law firm with stuff.
Yeah, she lining them up and sending everything over there. Wow.
Right.
She's something. You know what she is? She's one of those stonewalling narcissists. You know, the ones that can like look right through you, and everything they say is gospel, and you either follow their way or it's a hot, like you're out of here. So she's a top-notch narcissist. Ugh, I can't.
And let's give credit where credit's due. She passed the Juris Doctorate. So she's smart. We're not taking that away from her. But sometimes you can use your intelligence, apply it for the good, but then you can turn that thing and then apply it for nefarious reasons.
Right.
So tell me, so you all put your comments down there, because let's go back to this as far as playing the race card and the woman card on everything. Is that fair? Is that really valid? Or is that just a cop-out?
It's a cop-out. It's a cop-out. The race card and the woman's card is a cop-out. That, you know what, you don't want. Okay, let me give you a prime example. When I was in the military, and we would have to go qualify at the range, right? There are standards for men and there are standards for women.
Absolutely.
Which one do you think I went to shoot on?
Well,
you knowing me, which one do you think I went to shoot on? Which one did I go to qualify?
To the men, just to see where you rank.
Right. Because I don't want you to put me in, don't give me a head start, and don't give me any different qualifications. I want to qualify the same way he does. You know, when we're doing exercise and we're doing PT, they got the woman's push-up. I don't want to do that. I want to do a push-up. You know what I'm saying? People are like, oh, well, people discriminate against women. Well, you're allowing them to give you a head start on stuff. They're coddling you. They're coddling you. So don't give me that. Like,
well, here's why it's an issue. It really seems like it's really become an issue in the last few years, because you're attacking me because I'm a woman, because I'm black, so on and so forth. That excuse, but here's the thing. Did they get she got elected, but did they get the position because of their ability, or did they get it because they're trying to meet quotas and we got to have a black face or Hispanic face?
Right.
See, if you get a position,
and that happens. That does happen.
Right, it's happening a lot now. But the thing is, I don't want anybody to give me a position just because I'm black and I'm a black man.
Right.
I want it because I have the ability to do it. I earned it. Because if I get it because I'm black, guess what? I'm gonna always be looking over my shoulder, wondering if people talking about
where the next shoe's gonna drop. Yeah.
Right. And see, that's what's been happening. Where we got this DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. We're putting people in. Did you notice something? We're getting off on a tangent here, but there's been a lot of airplane mishaps lately. Yesterday, a tire came off on an airplane when they tried to land. The airplane that was,
first of all, what are you talking about? Because I just got back.
But what they're doing is some of the major airlines are trying to do diversity, equity, and inclusion. So they're trying to push more minorities into fly the plane. Anybody can fly a plane. You should learn how to fly. But don't put anybody in there that scored low on the test, because you got people live. Come on.
There are nurses that scored the lowest on the test, but they passed.
There's some nurses down there in Palm Beach, New Jersey. Some nurses in Palm Beach and New Jersey, and for a lot of them, they got a whole nurse degree and then they didn't take the test. But somebody give them sentence in April. So anyway, but that's a good point. You got a nurse that got the job because they got the hookup,
Right.
But they didn't really get the training.
Right.
But they're out
and
there.
So, and when they kill your family member, that's what you got to work with. But they're a warm body. That's what it's come to in healthcare. They're a warm body, and they are filling the position, and that is it.
So I think that's why. I don't know. We kind of just fleshing this out here. I don't think we should get a position because they got rid of affirmative action for college now. They got rid of affirmative action.
I'm happy about that.
Because again,
I'm happy about that.
Well, the thing about right. I mean, see, we're making excuses.
Right.
Our parents and our grandparents, our parents were some of the first ones to kind of go to school or whatever case. They didn't have affirmative action.
Right.
But guess what?
And they made it.
They still got they may have to work a little harder.
How many damn degrees does Aunt Marion even have? Three.
She went to Bethune-Cookman. Then she went to FAMU for a master's. And then she went back to FAMU for something else, something like that. Yeah. But the thing about it is this. But again, she went, with the black schools, all that kind of stuff. But she earned it. She worked hard for it, like a lot of people.
Absolutely.
She's one of the first
when I started hearing about affirmative action, I was like, damn, what a cop-out. Like, that's not something we need. Like, you're steady wanting all this, equality, but you're asking for shortcuts and a head start. It shouldn't be. So I'm glad. Listen, kick me down, or you could try, because I'm not that. But affirmative action, that was horrible, and I'm glad it's gone. There's a lot of other things that Black people are using, or people of color are using as a crutch, that I don't think is a good idea. Because still, in all, you look weak because you have a crutch.
And you look weak because you haven't looking for what? A handout.
A handout.
Now, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with getting a hand up, because everybody needs it at some point.
Right.
But if I'm always going out looking for the next hand, what they give it, a lot of time people give away, especially now we got a lot of food banks. You can go there and get your food. And I knew somebody one time who was living in a nice 4 bedroom, 3.5 bath house out in the suburbs somewhere. Pool, but doing well. And they heard about some of this church was giving to have a food bank. And they're like, yeah, I'm going on out there and get me some. I said, for what? Well, because it's free.
There it is.
But you got a freezer full of food, a refrigerator full of food, cabinets full of food. It's just you. Why are you going to get resources just because it's free when there's people out there that really need it? Now, if you're going to go out there and get it and take it to somebody else that couldn't get to that food bank but it's just, see, we got to be careful always looking for the handout when we don't need it. Because then it gets abused.
Because you're taking it from someone that actually needs it.
Right.
Yeah. Right. I don't know. People just love to get something free. To me, nothing is free. There's always something attached to it. You may not know right out the rip, but there's always something attached to it.
Oh yeah, and that's why we gotta be careful, because I think that if the old school, maybe I'm showing my age now, if you work hard, ain't no white man, no black man, no whatever can keep you down. What's for you is for you. You just got to go out there and get it. You got to work hard. Right. See, now everybody want what they want for them, but they don't want to put the work in.
That is absolutely
correct. They don't want to put the work in. Because if you don't put the work in, guess what? You're not going to value it if you get the position.
No. People that come in the times where we grew up, woo, we starting to sound like Aunt Doris and Aunt Marion.
I know.
Right? It's like, oh my God. But the times that we grew up, hard work was what we strive for. Now everything is a shortcut. The damn interconnect. That's what I call the internet. The interconnect got people around here taking the shortcuts, getting the answer to Googling everything. Nobody sits down and writes reports anymore. They just pull it off the internet. I mean, everything's a shortcut. What are you gonna do when it's all done and you're done and you're like, okay, what now? What? You didn't even put any work in. You suck.
Right, and that's what's happening. And when you don't have to really fight or really work hard for something, you don't value it when you get it.
Absolutely.
And that's one of the issues that we're having with these younger crew that's coming up, because they just want everything handed to them. This generation now is what? Generation Z is the first generation that was born when there was already computers and phones and everything
right already there.
Yeah,
they don't know otherwise. Like when you show them a rotary phone, they're like, or a payphone.
Encyclopedia, like, what's that?
Remember Encyclopedia Britannica?
Yeah, I used to mark those things out, reading them. Dictionary.
I used to love to sit in the corner of the bookcase and just read.
Right.
My mom would be like, "Go find a book. Go find a book." Well, I ain't got nothing to do. Go find a book. And I did.
That's right. That's right.
And guess what?
Look.
I'm still finding books.
That's right.
My nephew, he is a audio book person, but he's still reading. You know what I'm saying? Instead of sitting and playing video games all day, he's still reading. He's 30 something, but people don't stop and take the time and read a book. I want a book. I want to turn the page.
Speaking, what's happening now is because we're in the TikTok generation, and we're now used to that short form videos. Now it's affecting the kids' brains because they can't focus longer than maybe a couple minutes.
Right. After the TikTok is over, they're like,
right.
Squirrel.
And so and China, who owns the company that owns TikTok, they know that. So what they're doing, that's why they just feed, and everybody getting on there. And now your attention span is being shorter. So that means when you go to read something, go to write something, you can't
sit through it. You can't sit through it.
Can't do it. Can't do it. And
but the Chinese can.
Right. Speaking of TikTok, we're gonna get some levity here. There is a when they were doing the forensic, which is what 11:28 Eastern time. Okay, 11:28. Okay, so it's no children should be watching this right now. But get ready to get adult here.
You know them children watching. Take your butt to bed.
Let me see here. There's on TikTok, I saw it when they were doing the forensics. Oh, here it is. Doing the forensic. I sent this to you, but you didn't comment, so I said maybe she didn't.
Do you know how much you send me in a day?
I know. Here it is. When they were doing the forensics on the phone, with the towers and all that, with the phones on Wade and Willis, sound like a Wade and Willis law firm and fried chicken and waffles and check that. Anyway, when they were doing the forensics on the phone, there's a video I'm about to show you where they had to show that this was Wade's phone, and that they got off the towers, and then how do you know that they were pinging to the right phone on her end? Because you had to look to see how he had her name and all that
in his phone. Right.
Ladies and gentlemen,
my boo thing.
No, he didn't have boo thing.
No, I don't think that's right.
He didn't have boo thing.
I know what you're thinking.
So here's where in court on the oath, where the guy had to tell them how they were able to identify what the name was for Fannie Mae in his phone.
No, that wasn't it.
Huh?
That wasn't from that.
What was it from?
It was from Rust. The movie Rust. The one of the people on that worked on Rust, that was from her phone.
Sure.
Yeah.
We're gonna play the video here on TikTok.
Okay, go ahead.
Because this is woo. Hold on, let me pull her. This one's funny here. This is funny because viewer discretion is advised. All right. Viewer discretion advised. You've been warned.
It is funny though.
It's hilarious because I was like, ooh. I wasn't expecting it, so it kind of caught me off guard here. Here we go.
928. Okay. Do not watch this. Which is 928-444-3555.
What's the owner name of this phone?
The name that would appear on say, a Bluetooth device is found on line 32, which is Gorilla Grip.
Okay.
Do not watch this.
Did y'all get that? We're gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. It's a word that the guys
Okay.
over.
Do not watch this.
Which is 928-444-3555. What's the owner name of this phone?
The name that would appear on, say, a Bluetooth device is found on line 32, which is Gorilla Grip.
Okay.
Oh my God!
Let me get my fan. Let me. Whew, Lord,
you need to cool off.
I tell you what, that was quite a name to be in your phone. Whether Rust or whoever it was. No,
I thought I was reading that it was from the movie, the court proceedings for the movie Rust, but maybe it was from Fani Willis.
But I tell you what, that's funny though, because
that's
ladies
crazy.
and gentlemen, this is a public service announcement. Remember this phone right here is a computer, a GPS, a tracker.
Yes.
It's everything, all that. Whatever's on this phone, somebody, somewhere,
is looking at it.
And law enforcement can pull it up. So remember that. So just in case something happened to you, you know how your mom used to tell you, be sure you got on some clean drawers, just go to the hospital.
Right.
Be sure you got a clean phone, just in case something happened to you. Somebody got to check it.
Well, I need to get a couple of these dick pics about it.
You better make sure you have a clean phone.
So here's the thing. So you got to be careful too, because these cops and law enforcement, they will get a hacker that has done something and gotten caught, and now they use them to crack and to go into phones and this, that, and the other.
Right. You know what's funny? And this is we're talking about the thing with Fani Willis and Nathan Wade, because do you know the phone call that Trump made to Raffensperger, the Secretary of State of Georgia, where he said, "Find me the votes."
Right.
That phone call, come to find out, was an illegal phone call. Was recorded illegally. You know, some states you have to have two-party consent. Florida, you have to have two-party consent. So if I'm talking on the phone, if I
you have to tell me. Yeah.
I'm supposed to tell you and get your permission. If I don't, but I still have it, it's not admissible in court as evidence or anything like that. They found out that the person, neither Raffensperger nor Trump, knew they were being recorded. Now, on that end, now of course everything with the White House is automatic, but that's the stuff. But on that end, they didn't know they were being recorded. So that's an issue that may end up getting the whole thing thrown out anyway.
This whole thing's going to get thrown out. This whole thing's going to get thrown. Yes. Absolutely. Without a doubt. There's way too many mistakes and moving parts. She did not do her due diligence. She was too worried about running to Aruba and taking the man with the little prostate issue to go for his birthday. How's your prostate now, Mr. Wade? We gonna pray for you here.
Well, listen, if it's not, she don't care, because she trust me, she got somebody in the back pocket. She already got number 2, number 3 lined up.
Man, I wouldn't trust her. If I was a dude, I would be like, bruh, you get away from me. You might want to start dating women, because all the men in Atlanta just need to be like, nah, I'm good.
You don't want to do that, because they play for blood. The women, they will cut you before they let you go. But anyway, but okay, wait a second. Wait. Okay.
What?
All right.
Breathe, boy, breathe.
But listen, what I'm saying is, she's already got, because Wade was number 2 or whatever when she was the DJ guy. And remember, the rumor has it that she was the young thug when she was representing. When she represented him, that
he was hitting it.
I heard that before I even knew who Fani Willis was. So she has a name and reputation there. And here's the bad part about it: she is an officer of the court. She's supposed to be wholly neutral, but she's also supposed to be a woman, a person of integrity, because you got to have somebody that is on the level, because you got people coming in there doing crime and all this kind of stuff. Need to be represented fairly. So here you got 3 lawyers, Bradley, Wade, and Willis. All have just all their integrity. Go. Why would you trust them to represent you even in traffic court?
In anything.
No, in anything. How can you sleep? You know how sneaky they are, because you were being sneaky with them. How you gonna sleep at night now if you're in a relationship with them? And because Bradley, I think he and his wife are on the outs because of that. Because that's right, Bradley. Because that little sexual harassment thing at the job, that was some hush hush thing. Right quick. His wife didn't know anything about it because I'll leave. Everybody go home. That's it.
Right.
His wife found out when he was on the. I'm told when it came out there on the witness stand. So
everybody found out on the witness stand.
Yeah, everything come out. So again, if you got to live like that, and lawyers are supposed to be trusted because they're officers of the court. But on the back end, people, some people say lawyers are not, but doesn't lawyer, liar, same.
Wow. Oh well, hey, it is what it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, we enjoyed you here tonight.
We did. We just been on here rambling and we just did a random.
It got good there. It got good. We got some deep discussion to kind of come back and kind of let it marinate.
I ain't no political. But I sure listen. When I see something that is just not right, goddamn spanks need to be in the house.
But
listen, get her a girdle and a slip.
Slip, girdle, stockings. What's that? They don't know about that.
I would love a nice one-piece slip and a half slip, just to have it, just to have one. I don't know.
For nostalgia reasons.
Just for nostalgia.
We're so funny. Women now say it's too hot to be wearing the pantyhose all day and all that.
And I hot flash in a minute.
But our grandmamas them had the big old thick ones all day long.
With the pantyhose that roll down a little bit. If you didn't pull them all the way up to the thigh.
Ooh, Lord. Times have changed.
But it's getting hotter because of the ozone layer. So it's getting hotter. So in defense of women that are having hot flashes now. All right. Well, here, listen, we didn't get our visitor tonight, but that's okay. She probably trolling somebody else. But it was fun. We got to talk about fake Fanny Fonny, and we got to talk about the little Tiffany girl. And she's still, boy, they gonna get her. Them FBIers are on that ass.
And I believe she's gonna do just like Fanny, and she's just gonna do just like you remember when Mayor Marion Barry, DC?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That man was that talking about Teflon Don. They had them on video, undercover, smoking the crack in the hotel. And he said, "No, that wasn't me." He rolled that thing out. Huh? Marion Barry.
He said, "That wasn't me."
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he was the mayor.
Man, we looking at you, bruh. That ain't
grainy video, but guess what? They ended up throwing it out. But he did. He was the mayor, so he had to resign as mayor. When they got to that little scandal, he ran again, and he didn't run for mayor. He ran for city council. He was always either mayor or city council, but even after all, to the day he died.
People have a very short memory. People forget easily.
So some people will ride that denial out to the end.
Right.
And I believe Tiffany Hinton, Superman, I believe she's gonna ride.
She gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. Yeah. She gonna just continue to deny.
She'll be in jail saying I'm still innocent.
I ain't do it. Everything's on them. I ain't do it.
They jealous of me because they're afraid of a strong black woman. Watch what I do. But honey, if that's the case, whatever they finally do it, if you didn't take the money, they wouldn't have it. Couldn't get you. If you didn't do the unethical things, they wouldn't have you. That has nothing to do with race.
Period.
Diva, how can they get a hold? They want to send you. Y'all be a blessing to the Diva tonight. Should have something there. How can they send you something? It's down at the bottom.
Oh, yeah. Feel free to donate to my Cash App, which is $RN Diva 01. And my Venmo, which has changed, but the old one was at Shonda-Blatch.
What is it now? What is it now? RN Diva 01.
RN Diva 01. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right. There it is.
And if you would like to send a question to Ask the RN Diva, please feel free to send it over to TheRNDiva@gmail.com. And I will be glad to chit chat with you and possibly use your question on the broadcast.
All right. If you would like to send something to the RCTV network as a whole, you can send it to a Cash App, $RCTV Network with an S, on Venmo, RC at the RCTV Network, PayPal at the RCTV Network, and if you have cryptocurrency, you can look at my wallet on Coinbase at Rob Carpenter II. Don't forget to check out our sponsors, AS Costanza Enterprises, LLC, Turo Car Rentals. Also, so glad to have another one of our sponsors. Here's something where you can help us out with our what we're doing here at our broadcast and podcast. BuyMeACoffee.com. You go on that website and you can purchase this coffee, $5. You can do a one-time gift or you can do it monthly, however you want to. BuyMeACoffee.com/the RCTV And as you do these things, we're building infrastructure because one of the things we want to do real soon, especially on these late night podcasts, we want to start having some call-ins where you can call in.
Come on.
Yeah. Get this set up. We just need y'all to give some more and everything. And when the time is right, we're going to start doing that. That's when it's going to really get good.
Yes, kind of. Buy a coffee. Go ahead and buy a coffee. Buy us a coffee.
Woo! Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next time. Don't forget, you can also view us on Real Talk with RN Diva and Pastor Robert on all platforms of your podcast, or your favorite platform. Just look us up there, give us a rating, share it with some people. And the good thing I like about it now, Apple Podcasts, we're on Apple Podcasts, they actually now automatically give you the transcripts or download the transcripts when you download the podcast. So
very nice. That's good.
The captions
I'll tell you, that damn Apple.
Yeah. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Yes, sir. Well, Pastor Robert, this was fun. And whose idea was it?
It was the Diva's idea.
Yup. I was like, let's get on. Let's talk about it. Because I was having a problem with that Tiffany. Like, she doing too much. But I'm going to keep a close eye on her because she really got to get what's coming to her. Because those people need to be saved. So hopefully. So, yeah. It'll work itself out.
Lil Wayne's sister.
Lil Wayne's twin.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a wonderful night. See you next time. Right here.
Thank you. Thank
Real
you.
Talk with the RN Diva and Pastor Robert. Good night, everybody. Oh, boy, that was fun.